Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Matt Davis, the founder of Final Rise, and in this particular video we wanted to dive into each vest model and its water carrying capabilities. Water is an absolute essential, whether it's for you or your four-legged buddy in the field or multiple dogs in the field. Choosing the right vest is going to be important to make sure that you are prepared and carrying enough water while you're in the field. We're going to start out very first with our Summit vest. I'll mention really quick that the Summit and the Summit XT, the water carrying, the how and why is all the same. They have the same features. For those of you that don't know, our XT is a 1,000 denier fabric, and there's a couple other differences between the two, but conceptually it's very, very similar. So we're going to dive in very first to the water bottle holders. These are going to come standard on the Summit and the Summit XT, and they're able to carry two 32-ounce water bottles. These are modular. You can kind of move them around a little bit, but fundamentally they are best where they come at on the vest. There's a lot of guys that say, hey, I want to be able to carry 4 water bottles on my vest. And knowing that and wanting to make sure that the weight was distributed appropriately and that it was also put in a place that it wasn't sloppy or didn't work well with the vest, we made sure that as we designed other parts of the vest that it would allow you to actually put bottles there. And a lot of people probably don't know this, that have had one of our vests for a couple of years, but the internal zipper pouch that's found on either side of the Summit Series vests is actually big enough to be able to hold a water bottle. And that's going to sit fully submerged. So in essence, I can have 2 water bottles on either side and I'm still able to access my game bag. So I can carry 32, 64 times 2, 128, I think. Yeah, 128 ounces of water in just water bottles themselves. And they're going to ride nice and secure. It's not going to be sloppy. You don't have to have loose bottles in your game bag that are putting additional pressure on the shoulder harness. It's going to distribute that weight very, very comfortably. So if water bottles are your things, you're able to carry 4 with this vest. Now, you can still carry more beyond that because the Summit vest is compatible with both a vertical and lumbar style bladder. For demonstration purposes, we have this Final Rise 2-liter bladder, and that would simply clip into the top of the clip here. It would run along the mesh side of your back, so it's close to your back there, and that's going to be cradled there. So on top of the 2 liters you get here, you've got the 128 ounces, which is an incredible amount of water. But for some guys, that's absolutely necessary. So if you want to stop coming back to the truck as frequently, maybe you want to be running multiple dogs, the Summit and the Summit XT have the most water carrying capacity of all of our vest models. All right, next up, we're going to talk about our Legacy vest. Now, the Legacy vest was designed to be a little more minimal in organization, a little more minimal in water carrying capacity. Within reason. This is not bladder compatible. That'll be the first thing I'll mention there. But as you can see here, you do have the ability to carry 2 water bottle holders. Now, the water bottles aren't included with this particular vest model. Again, it's designed to be very simple, and there's some people that have their own ways of carrying water, so to each their own. But we have these pouches found on either side where you're able to put those 2 32-ounce bottles, or if you like running the Gatorade type taller cylindrical bottles, those will fit there as well. Now, the other thing to note here is that we use the same waist belt on all of our vests, and so that actually allows us, if we wanted to, as an additional upgraded feature that you can purchase separately, you can actually attach the same water bottle holders that we use on our Summit and Summit XT vests onto the Legacy. So now you can take it from being able to carry 2 to being able to carry 4 water bottles. Again, very similar to the Summit XT and the Summit vest. It's going to put that weight in a very comfortable location. It's going to allow that to ride comfortably. I can still access my game bag without getting caught up on something. And again, comfort is the most important thing in that weight distribution. So we made sure that really you couldn't mess it up if you wanted to. So if you're looking for a more minimal setup, maybe you don't need a lot of water, maybe you are coming back to the truck more frequently, or maybe you're only going hunting a parcel here, a parcel there, and you only need 1 bottle for you. Maybe you're grouse hunting and there's lots of water, springs, lakes, whatever for your dogs, and a bottle's more than enough for you. That's totally fine. But we wanted to give you, again, that platform that you can kind of plug and play with this, scale it up if you need to, but have it come in at a very fundamental package available for a more simplistic hunter. All right, the last vest we're going to talk about here is our Sidekick system. Now, I've talked about this in other videos, but when we designed the Sidekick, we wanted it to be able to accommodate really more of the trainer and quail hunter, or even there's guys that are just very, very minimal in what they like to carry. I have used this early season sharptail in Montana. It's fantastic, but just building a very minimal platform. The compromise has always been, though, with a lot of those more dove style game bags, is they actually didn't have the water carrying capacity. So what's the most important thing when you're in quail country? It's probably water, right? It's warm, you're in the desert, it's hot. So you want to run a more minimal vest, maybe one that doesn't have the back, so you have a little bit more breathing, it's not as warm. So we wanted to make sure that we addressed that when we designed our Sidekick vest. So this vest is going to come with 2 water bottle holders, similar to the Summit XT and Summit. So you're able to carry 2 32-ounce bottles here. Now, there isn't any specific pouches on this game bag where you can add additional bottle holders, but there is a bladder sleeve for a lumbar style bladder that is found on the inside here. So I can grab a 1.5 liter bladder. I can have these 2 32-ounce bottles. And for most of my hunting needs early season, even when it's warm, because they're going to be shorter hunts, really regardless of what I'm doing, it's more than enough to make sure that we're safe and secure in the field. I've got water for my 2 dogs. I've got water for me. We're going to make it back okay. And I can run that on a minimal platform that I have enough room to carry my first aid, snacks, whatever, and obviously carry the birds that I'm hunting. So if you're looking for a minimal setup, something that's just very, very streamlined, but you can't compromise the ability to carry lots of water, look no further than our Sidekick system. All right, so whether you are looking for the ability to carry a lot of water for an all-day hunt, maybe you got a couple water guzzlers on the chain, the Summits and the Summit XT are going to be perfect for you. If you need something more minimal, maybe the Legacy or the Sidekick are going to check the boxes. But ultimately, we wanted to make sure that you guys understood where and how much water you could carry in any of your finalized systems. Hopefully this has been educational for you. If you have any additional questions on any of these vests or any other feature, please reach out to us. support@finalrise.com. We have a phone number on the website. We'll answer if you call. Thanks so much for taking time to watch us and considering Final Rise. God bless.